I grew up respecting the ADL. They did tremendous work. But what in God's name happened to them? Ever since a member of the Obama administration, Jonathan Greenblatt, took over as leader of the ADL, their stance on racism and anti-Semitism has been politicized. The latest example is Greenblatt's call to oust the highly popular conservative voice, Tucker Carlson. His crime? Using the word replacement when describing Democratic efforts to shift the electorate in their favor. Yes, there's a white supremacist conspiracy theory called the Great Replacement, but that's about minority races replacing the white race. Tucker Carlson spoke of non-citizens being brought in large numbers to dilute the voting power of all citizens regardless of color. Greenblatt's attack on Tucker is nothing but a politicized witch hunt meant to neutralize another prominent conservative. How do I know? Because when the alleged racism or anti-Semitism comes from someone on the left or a minority, the ADL calls them to get educated. Remember SNL Michael Che and his repeated use of offensive anti-Semitic stereotypes in his unfunny jokes? The ADL didn't come for his job. They didn't even get an apology from NBC. But when alleged racism comes from someone on the right, off with their heads. Leftists get schooled, rightists get canceled. Tucker brought up a difficult subject. One can vehemently disagree with his position, but he can't be made into a racist because of it. To date, Greenblatt hasn't called for the ouster of MSNBC's Mehdi Hasan, despite his constant spewing anti-Zionist and anti-Semitic vitriol. At this point, the ADL should just officially fold into the Democratic Party because they seem to be doing their exclusive bidding. Until then, we will continue calling out racism and anti-Semitism exactly as we see it, regardless of where or whom it comes from.